In this life, what ought to be the most important is our search for the truth. Truth can never be merely concepts or conditioning or belief. Truth is spirit. It is what we are. It is our essential nature and being. It has been so from before the beginning of time, for truth is timeless. The veils of ignorance, illusion, delusion, that holds all the beings in this world hostage, causing them to be distracted away from the self and to be fixated upon the fleeting things of this world, and so to come into suffering. These veils here in satsang, they are being pulled apart so that true knowledge can come again, and that the clear light of awareness alone shines. This is love.
Well, that may have been the end of an era, but as you may have guessed by now, the much vaunted end of the world failed to materialise, and we're all still here. But it is...
Okay. Hi friends, it's me, Becky Lewis, and it is November the 5th, 2016. Finally, after over 4 months, I am going to finally do my cheer for the masses. I wrote this over 4 months ago and have been so afraid to put out the things that have been put on my heart for the fear of what people think of you. And I think we're at a place in our lives, I know I am, where I no longer care what people think of me. When I'm putting my heart out there and it's from the Spirit, we have to not care about what other people think of us, friends. If it's put on your heart and it's from your Spirit, and you know it's something that's for the highest and best good for all, then regardless of what other people think of us, if it's put on our heart, in our spirit, then it's our duty. It's our duty to put it out there. And I have not done that. And so here were the results. I had been given many things to write down and to put out, and I didn't do it for fear. So what happened? The first thing that happened, I had that impact to the side of my neck, the injury that I did a video on last summer. And I was not able to write. I couldn't even move my head or anything, and it got completely down into my arms. It had hit some kind of nerve. So what it took away was my precious comments, right? For all of you who know me, you know that I've always tried to keep up with my comments, and they mean a lot to me. So first that was taken away. And then as it slowly started to get better, I still didn't put out what was put on my heart. And so then I was taken, my voice was taken from me when I got the wound in my mouth, and I couldn't speak for the longest time. And so I prayed to give out what was given to me, and that I promised to put out what was put on my heart. And so that is what I'm going to do. And with that, I am finally going to do my cheer for the masses. This is for the people of the world, friends, not just for the United States, but for all people everywhere. So I'm going to step back so that I'm not yelling into the camera and make a complete and utter fool of myself. Now, if this goes through, then I will ask for any cheerleaders or rappers or flash mobs, okay? Cheerleaders, rappers, and flash mobs. If any of you have the courage to put yourself out there, I would ask you to join me in doing the cheer for the masses. Okay, just one moment, let me back up. Ready? Okay. Tick-tock goes the clock. We're still here to take our walk. We, me, it's all you. Open hearts, all know it's true. Late, date, grab a mate. Touch a heart, it's not too late. Power, hour, on the tower, falling down. Now who will cower? Human hearts all open wide. Open up and see inside. Elite, deceit, we're gonna defeat. So jump in there, get off your seat. do, true, it's all you. Now it's time we all renew. See what more we all can do. Yeah. So, okay, friends, there you have it. If I'm crazy enough for you, comment below. I love you all. More to come. Watch this space. Bye for now.
Yeah, so Lisa, my name is Reed.
Hi, Reed. Nice to meet you. Glad to be here to discuss and chat with you a bit.
So I have a hobby with my friend Billy. We just have short conversations about whatever topic you want.
Okay.
Is there anything that you deeply believe is true, something that might influence you on a regular basis?
Oh, yes.
What would that be?
Well, to know through experience. And I noticed that, what do you believe? Let's see what your signs say. What do you believe and why? And I'll first start out with, I know to be true that we're not here to believe anything, because the word lie is in believe, and lie is something contra to what we know, because we're told to believe things regardless of how we've experienced it or have come to a knowing. And so believe is blind faith and gets us in a robotic trance, and we become sheeps in the herd. So to know something through experience is to allow ourselves to see the light through the dark tunnel and start to become aware that there's something more than the cage in which we're in. So what I adhere to each day is how to master this simulation, this video game. And I've come to know through out-of-body experiences and metaphysical experiences the last 8 years, and had to Google them afterwards. I had to get online and find out what the heck I just experienced. Because the good news is I experienced such profound things and didn't have a predisposition or any kind of inclination to believe something, because it was so new and different. So that then thereby I understood it was something that came to me without any preconceived notion, and became for sure more understanding and wisdom about this realm we're in, this video game or matrix, if you would, or whatever you want to call it, a simulation within a simulation within a simulation. So how do we master it? How do we know that we're playing the video game and just taking on these bodies, and that all the actors on the stage are our own creation, scripted by us? I don't know how, I haven't yet downloaded how people can become aware of that through a knowing. However, it happens to all of us at some point on this journey.
From one candle, you can light 1,000,000 candles. If one come and lights their own candle right there, you can light 1,000,000 souls. You know? So powerful is the light. It is from an ego that is generating all these pictures. Pictures of bad and pictures of good is being generated from this. But beyond this layer of apparent reality is the real, is the pure. Not beyond out there, but beyond, more deeply inside yourself, you come beyond all of this thing. And that is invitation, but it is not easy to grasp these things when our cultures has moved away so much from honoring this type of knowledge. And yet we are never without grace. Whatever, as difficult as it gets, the light of grace, because we can never be abandoned, you see. It is always there. God can never abandon mankind or anything. Even a worm on the ground, he cares for, he look after him, you know. He caused him to live and caused him to die in terms of his body and life. But what happened is that we have to also grow inside using our intelligence and heart, and the messengers that God sent, because it sends messengers into the world to set example, to show and to invite, in the film of consciousness, in the theater of consciousness. Not just wickedness happen, goodness happen. And why, in the greatest darkness, it sends one at a time. No? He sends one, and from that one, enough light is shed. Can you imagine how powerful it is that a human being awaken to the light of the consciousness? Because God doesn't send 15,000, He sends like one, and from that one, like just from one candle, you can light 1,000,000 candles without putting strain on the first candle. From one awakened being, if one come and lights their own candle right there, you can light 1,000,000. You can set light into 1,000,000 souls. So powerful is the light. From one dark person, you cannot make 1,000,000 dark persons like that. He won't survive like this. But it's just gradually not exercising our deeper, not functioning first from our conscience. If you want to say, we're not all religious, but everyone has a sense of conscience. But that might be so weakened if you're growing in an environment that is so saturated with the idea that you're your body. Then you'll be in a deeper cloud of darkness for a while. But life will not excuse you. It will bring pain to you so that you learn. It will bring love to you so that you learn and that you aspire, But nobody is left. Nobody is left. Each one, sometimes someone seems like this person will never learn. But he has to learn it. Life will not let you not learn. It will not let you not evolve. But you may evolve very slowly. That is your pace. He wants to experience this very slow pace of waking up. But another one, you hear the word and they flower into consciousness. Who can say how it should be, But one, like I use the example, you see, if you go into a light room, a room full of light, but outside is darkness, and you open the curtain, that darkness won't come in. But if you go into a room which is dark, and you open a little tiny bit of a curtain, it will fill the whole room with light. Such is the power of the light. We are this light, and we must discover this. Amen.
Amen.